Vibes is back again with another blood clot stream, man. That's what I do. That's what we do, man. All day, every day. You know what I'm saying? In the morning, in the night. You know, even in retirement. Come out of retirement. Go back into. Come back out of retirement. This is what I do, my nigga. The stream god. Yes. Anyway, man, I'm back with another stream. Yeah. Hey, nigga kinda looking good. Hey. Shit. I know Chocolate Superman is in the house. Yes. This thing. Yeah, man. Today, we're just gonna be doing some DC film news. I'm gonna be watching Batman Hush. It's one of my movies I'm gonna be watching for the day. One of like 4. I haven't really started watching anything yet, but you know, yeah, this is something I should have been doing a long time ago. Anyway, man, yeah, in today's news, you know, this thing, okay. Like 4 pieces of news today, man, and like opinion pieces from some articles, basically. So let's get it. Basically, this thing, the first piece of news, nah, is gonna be about this man right here, man. This man right here is called okay, man. This man right here, his name is what the fuck is his name? Jonathan Bailey. Jonathan Bailey is one of the co-stars in Wicked. I think he's supposed to be like the Prince Charming. I haven't watched Wicked yet. He's like supposed to be the Prince Charming or whatever it is in Wicked. So yeah, man. This guy right here, he's supposed to be in Wicked. He is in Wicked, and you know rumors are circling, just like how that short guy. Sorry, I have to get some vitamins. Just how that short guy was basically fan cast to be Wolverine because he's short and the beard lines up well, and the hair even. And I don't think people could actually live with a realistic Wolverine, man. You know, so I kind of feel the most realistic Wolverine probably be like, it would have to be a Daniel Radcliffe or, you know, someone of that stature, man. It can't literally be like a short person. But anyway, man, a lot of people are fan casting this guy to be the new Batman, basically. Glenn Powell apparently is not gonna be getting the job. I can't remember where I read that, but yeah, I think his thing is up for debate whether Glenn Powell will be getting the job. But anyway, let's get into this article, man. Sorry, I'm just getting some water. Batman remains DC's flagship character, but James Gunn's DC Studios has understandably decided to focus on restoring Superman to his former glory before rebooting The Dark Knight. It likely helps that the Vigilante has already has a big screen franchise. With Matt Reeves, the Batman Part 2 currently in development with Robert Pattinson, set to reprise his role as Bruce Wayne. The question remains, though, who will be the DCU's Caped Crusader? Many fans are convinced today that Wicked star Jonathan Bailey could be a contender based on a recent social media like by Gunn. The Bridget actor is 36 and 5'11". So, I think Batman is 5'10". Bridget actor is 36 and 5'11". So, by no means a bad fit for Batman. You know, for the life of me, man. I wish I could understand why this happens. I've been sitting. Okay. So anyway, if Bailey were cast in the role, then he'd also be the first openly gay actor to play this character in live action. Oh, I didn't know that. The British actor will also star in next year's Jurassic World Rebirth, directed by Gareth Evans. This is Gareth Evans. Yeah, Gareth Evans, the dude who made Godzilla and all those other movies, man. So, Jurassic World, it looks like it's going to be a nice little... He seems like a perfect director for that. Anyway, sorry about that, people. Just some smoke in your eyes, you know. They ask me how I knew my true love was true. I, of course, replied, when that lovely flame dies, smoke gets in your eyes. That's how I feel about the Justice League movies, man. Oh my God. When are we going to get a Justice League movie? And we know Avengers is coming out in 2026 and another one probably in 2027. And they're probably even going to get a Young Avengers by then. And that's like a lot of characters who have had their own things in other media already. So, yeah, man, I don't know what's up with this, man. Honestly, anyway, let's just get back to the article, man. Honestly, though, we won't put too much stock in this because it's not like Gunn is going to announce a major casting addition like this with a like, you know. This may have put Bailey on his radar, though, and fans have mostly responded positively to the idea of him donning the cape and cowl. DC Studios isn't thought to be close to casting Batman, and we may not get news on who will play the hero until deep in 2025, if not later. Gunn has also faced a unique challenge in the sense that he needs time to time any announcements, and even the movie's release with Reeves' Batverse plans. Okay, I'm not. Oh, shit, I don't think I'm gonna read all of this, man. Oh shit. Fuck, you know what, let me do it. There's no set timeline for anything. Gunn said recently of his approach to casting the DCU's Batman. The one that I've tried to make clear from people from the beginning in the way that I hope that we're different is that everything in DC is going to be based on the writers. Until we have a screenplay that I'm totally happy with, that movie is not going to get made no matter what it is. And hey man, they're trying to... he's trying to avoid what was once Marvel's strong point and became their ultimate weakness. He's trying to avoid that, basically. And yeah, that's what he's doing right now, man. So we've been really unfortunate with some screenplays. You know, Supergirl came in and just wow, Ana Nogueira did such an amazing job. And the Lanterns pilot came in, and now the whole Lanterns series came in, and it's like, wow, that's wonderful, wonderful work. So the dudes made Lantern, who wrote the Lantern screenplays, obviously, teleplays, it's television, teleplays, scripts. Anyway, they must have really done a good job on that, man. So basically, yeah, man. And there's a couple other things that people don't know about. A couple of movies and TV shows that are greenlit or near greenlit here, but it's going to be based always on the story. Because at the end of the day, if we're going to be happy with the story that we're telling, that's what matters most. And once The Brave and the Bold gets to that point, then we'll make the movie. And Michelle's been tapped to direct The Brave and the Bold, and the movie story will revolve around Bruce Wayne training his son Damian as Robin, adapting elements from Morrison and Frank Quitely's critically acclaimed Batman and Robin. My personal opinion on this is that they may as well keep Robert Pattinson as the thing. They may as well keep Robert Pattinson as the Batman, man. And like, you know, just be one of those things that, like, you don't even have to explain it. You know, he would be set in the DCU, meaning obviously a lot of changes to the tone, obviously like a lot of changes to the equipment that he'll be using, but you know, just change the whole thing, man, and just use the same actor. Like for me, it'll be less jarring for people who gonna be watching this and thinking, what exactly is going on right now? Like, because obviously there's the Batman, which is like the year 2 Batman is very much got its own thing going on. And then obviously this new Batman coming out, which is going to be part of the DCU. And I hope that, it doesn't get to part 3 where there's going to be another Batman, a different Batman, and a different Batman who's going to be in the DCU, which is, I don't know, man. It's just going to feel very jarring. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be it, man. Anyway, that's just my opinion on this dude's thing, man. The other thing was Glenn Powell, man. A lot of people have already fan cast this dude. Where the fuck is the picture? Boom, 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 room. Yes, a lot of people little to no details out about this thing, about Batman, the Batman Part 2, which I just mentioned, which I still hope doesn't get a sequel. Not because I hope it fails, but simply because of the continuity of the DCU. A lot of people have already fan cast Glenn Powell to be Batman. A lot of people have fan cast Glenn Powell to be Batman's nemesis Hush in this upcoming film. This Batman is based on more grittier, real life kind of enemies. It's like we haven't seen any superpowered foes, and Hush is not a superpowered foe. He might be super strong, but he would probably fit right in with this current the Batman universe that they're living in. Seeing as how the Penguin was one of the antagonists, and the Falcone family and all the other crime families, and what was happening in the Batman Part 1. So a lot of people are actually hoping that Glenn Powell will be cast as Hush, as his nemesis. And hey man, as I said, I'm watching Hush later today. I don't think I'll drop a review. I just think it's an old film, so I don't know, man. I don't know how I'd feel about this. But Glenn Powell, he would have been my first choice for this thing. He would have been my first choice for Batman to play. Like, my first choice clearly is, that Robert Pattinson continue his role. But Glenn Powell is my first choice to continue his role with this thing. With the Batman, man. Yeah, he would be my first choice. If they had to recast, he would be my first choice for the Batman. So, yeah. Let's see this. Hey man, nah, I'm not gonna go through this article, bro. Fuck that. Because all they're doing is basically sucking off Hush and like, hey, Hush deserves to be played by a great character and stuff like that. And I don't think that's a bad idea. Okay. And this is the final thing we're gonna be talking about today. This dude right here. This dude right here is very much on the tear. He's doing quite well for himself right now as the head of the DC studios. So basically, he's a creative person and he's a CEO, which means that he has license to greenlight all his own works, and that's amazing, man. And to think that James Gunn was saved from oblivion, man. He was literally saved from oblivion. James Gunn, his career almost ended, and where he came from back then to where he is now, it's quite amazing, man. I think I need to do this. James Gunn, from where he came from to where he is now. Hey man, I think that's amazing. And no, I don't live next to an airport, people. That's just these low-hanging planes on some bullshit. Because the airport is quite a while away out. Anyway, Creature Commandos, written and directed by Gunn, is the vulgar, explosive, and surprisingly heartbreaking fresh start that DC needed. The animated series, yeah man, the results are in for Creature Commandos, and everybody loves Creature Commandos, man. I can't wait to see it, and I hope they drop like all 8 episodes, like in one sitting. I hope they drop all the episodes in one sitting, because I'm not looking forward to doing this whole weekly thing with this, especially with this kind of thing, like 30-minute episodes. I understand Peacemaker was good, but nah, this is not the thing to be doing this with, man. Creature Commandos, written and created by Gunn, is the vulgar, explosive, and surprisingly heartbreaking fresh start that DC needed. The animated series takes an arguably lesser-known superhero team, which made its debut in a 1980 issue of Weird War Tales, and it turns it into a 7-episode arc that's worthy of comparison to Bruce Timm and Eric Radomski's Untouchable Batman, the animated series. Oh man, that series was mad. I've spent most of my adult life chasing the high of BAS, wondering when something just as dark and daring would make its way onto my television screen, and Creature Commandos is good enough. Knocking it all down, starting from scratch, is no easy task. This is like a helicopter that's just around, or what? Is it trying to crash land? Hey man, I hope not. Anyway. You're not trying to see, no. That's the Tom Cruise movie. He's a fucking dealer. Anyway, man. Knocking it all down and starting from scratch is no easy task, especially when it in question is the multi-million-dollar studio responsible for live action and animated adaptations of one of the world's biggest comic book companies, if not the biggest comic book company. I know I'm not the only lifelong DC fan who lost their faith after the Joss Whedon's Justice League debacle and gave up entirely after The Flash. James Gunn is good at what he does, and his talent predates Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh yeah, he did Scooby-Doo and the Scooby-Doo movie and Slither. He's a talented dude, man. But I was admittedly skeptical when he was announced as the new CEO of DC Studios. Can a writer-director with a horror background, weird niche interests, save the DC universe as we know it? The short answer is yes. And on that, give me a second, people. So to take care of something quickly. Oh my God, sitting here. What I do for you people is not. It's crazy. So never declare baby. They just want to eat money. Yeah, man, I'm back. Oh, man, my ass hurt, my feet hurt, my back hurt, everything hurt, because I'm getting old, but I'm still getting gold, you know what I'm saying? Chocolate Superman in the house. Yes, I should have been Green Lantern. I would have played a good John Stewart. In blackest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight, as I said. Anyway, man, let's get back to this. What does it say? Knocking it all down and starting it from scratch? No, no, no. The show sees Viola Davis return as Amanda Waller, who, after assembling the Suicide Squad, has another potentially fatal idea in mind. She enlists Rick Flag Sr., Frank Grillo, father of the slain Suicide Squad leader Rick Flag Jr., to an unconventional team of anti-heroes that is equal parts Halloween and Looney Tunes. Half amphibian, half woman, Nina Mazursky, Zoe Chow, also known as the Thing from The Shape of Water, or the dude from this thing. What's that movie from Hellboy? Yeah, I think Hellboy is Hellboy Marvel. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Anyway, Nazi killing military android GI robot, who is played by Sean Gunn. Tasmanian devil-like creature with a heart of gold known as Weasel. Also Sean Gunn. A radioactive skeleton in a lab named Dr. Phosphorus, who's played by Alan Tudyk, and the bride of Frankenstein herself, Indira Varma. Together they make a team of morally ambiguous creatures with tragic backstories who, after being thrown into prison built to hold super freaks and weirdos, have absolutely nothing to lose. Oh my god, these people, they were actually in jail. So is this like a Suicide Squad thing that's going on here? Because I'm wondering, man, this is like Suicide. Is this like the C team of Suicide Squad, man? So Creature Commandos is basically C team, Suicide Squad C team. Let's just keep it a buck. Suicide Squad is Creature Commandos is the C team of Suicide Squad. Who did Suicide Squad? I don't know. Maybe someone you know. Maybe someone who's on screen. Not me. This guy right here. So yeah. Anyway, man, Gunn knows his way around the tragic backstories. I still haven't forgiven him for Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and these stories are as true as well of what this DC has been missing for some time. Yeah, man. Even Ezra Miller, how Ezra Miller was portrayed in The Flash, it didn't feel quite as tragic. It felt very goofy. It felt very goofy in what they did. And even what that dude is doing, it felt very, I don't know, man. It felt light. It didn't feel as tragic as it was supposed to feel, man. You know, I kind of feel they played it down for the spectacle. And sometimes you can have the spectacle, but try not to miss out on the emotional core. So, yeah, man. Anyway, these stories are true. Okay. But Weasel and short-term memory loss combined with his Weasel with his short-term memory loss combined with his undying love for the children who didn't treat him like a freak. Nina and her father's unconditional love despite her apathetic mother and being born different from everyone else. Even the bride and her backstory that veers off from the path from Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and now into something of a love triangle between the Doctor and the monster, aka Eric Frankenstein, voiced by none other than David Harbour. Which character does David Harbour play? Is it between the Doctor and the monster? Okay, hey man, yeah. These are the characters we need. They're weird. They detour from traditional heroes that people think of when they think DC, and they feel. There's so much life in these animated characters that I started crying around episode 3 and didn't stop until the end credits rolled on episode 7. It sounds like a fantastic binge watch. Please, HBO Max, whatever you want to call yourself, release this as a, dump all the episodes in Max, and we will watch it, man. We will be there. And that's one of my few gripes of the series. There are only 7 episodes, and each with a runtime of around 22 minutes. I knew it would be like this. When you do the math, that's a little over 2 hours. Most HBO shows are an hour long, but the 60-minute episode format doesn't always lend itself to animated shows. Still, I was left wanting more, and it'd be a crime for the show not to get a second season. maybe a long wait until it arrives, considering it took some 3 years for Invincible Season 2. And we're still waiting for a positive update on Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse, which might not hit theaters until 2027. I think the Spider-Verse is kind of struggling because there's creative differences going on. I think the higher ups kind of felt it was okay, it was done. And then the people who actually did it, I forgot the dudes. I kind of feel they probably felt it didn't tie all those things together properly. And if they did that, then the producers probably said, yo, if you're going to do that, then give us at least a sequel. So that's probably what's going to happen, man. Don't be surprised if Beyond the Spider-Verse has a sequel. That being said, we might also have to wait a few years for some more character development. I'm not super stoked about what they did with Rick Flag Sr.'s character, and more specifically what they didn't do. Aside from giving him a moral quandary involving one of the show's most ambiguous and important characters and a loud, uncomfortable sex scene right out the gate in episode 1, we still don't know much about him by the end of the series. As handsome, grief-stricken military man was hand-selected by Amanda Waller herself to lead the team, and we don't really get to learn why. It's probably going to come out in the series, in the Superman movie, because he is in the Superman movie. Frank Grillo reprises his role in the live action of the upcoming Superman movie. We're still waiting on the trailer for that. And it says this. Okay, no. The same goes for Steve Agee's Johnny Economos, who was wildly underused in the show, save for some funny quips and a helpful factoid in there. And Johnny Economos, will also reprise his role in Peacemaker. So James Gunn, he is trying to thread all of these things together, basically, man. So yeah, man. Because these characters are canon and will continue on to the live action projects, and we might only have to wait until August 2025 and Peacemaker Season 2, which might probably also land in like September or October, November, hopefully not December of 2025. Okay, I'm not gonna. This is basically like a morally ambiguous Guardians of the Galaxy. The tragic backstories of each Creature Commandos member aren't quite comparable to Rocket Raccoon and his upbringing at the evil hands of the High Evolutionary. What the fuck is this? Why does it seem to be lower and lower, man? These people really wanna die, because I just saw that thing's shadow over my house. These people, they're on a death mission. They're on a death mission, you know. The show isn't, in its words, less sentimental than Guardians, but it's just sentimental in a different, less family-friendly way. And Brandy, your fangirl, isn't playing over what's supposed to be an important and emotional moment. While it's easy to compare and contrast with Gunn's other work, Creature Commander stands on its own. It has the same formula that you've come to expect from Gunn, a ragtag group of weirdos who form an unlikely bond and are just given seemingly impossible task of saving the world, but there's just something different here. It might be because it's impossible without knowing that the series isn't just a new series. It's the beginning of a brand new era. There's a certain amount of expectation automatically associated with the show. It was such a smart choice to start off a brand new slate with such an unconventional project. And it's easy to get caught up in the fan service just to get Marvel, but Creature Commandos brings the new with just a pinch of the old, and the result is one of the most fun experiences I've ever had watching a superhero anything. Though I'm still not totally sold on the sex scenes, this heartwarming R-rated tale about super monsters is an explosive at first entry in James Gunn's new slate, and it more than proves that the new DCU is in good hands. I'm ready for this and more, and Superman can't come fast enough despite the comparisons of a speeding bullet. And please do like and subscribe, people. I really would appreciate that. You know what I'm saying, man? Please like and subscribe to the video, man. Like and subscribe, you know. Anyway, man, yes, and the last piece of news today, it's not about this guy. It's all about this guy. This guy he's the man. He's the man right now, man. You know, should be sucking off James Gunn right now. Yeah, give me a movie, man. Give me a DC movie, man. Shit. Let me direct Supergirl, man. I can do that. I can easily direct Supergirl, man. A rumor began circulating about the trailer for Superman, the film that marks the start of DC's new phase, and James Gunn decided to clear things up on Threads. Why Threads of all places? Just go back to X, man. You know, X is like where the freedom is. Apparently, Warner Brothers might have made some edits to the nearly finalized version to ensure it lands well with fans. This supposedly led to some behind-the-scenes pressure on the marketing team, but when asked about it on the platform, DC Studios co-CEO said it was only a half-truth. Some parts are accurate, but not entirely on point. Well, sort of. But he says the studio, and that's only me as the only studio involved in cutting anything to do with the studios. The trailer is DC Studios. Gunn clarified, emphasizing that he tends to be quite demanding on the creative side. This is the exact same rigorous process I've gone through cutting every Guardians trailer, pushing the marketing folks as hard as I can, cutting and recutting. Until I think we have something worthy of the film itself. Gunn also made a point to clarify that his feedback is far more specific than simply asking them to make it better, as Walter Hamada probably would have done. Sorry for saying that. Oh, man. I don't want to get cancelled. Anyway, hey, man, we're going to cancel me, bro. You can't cancel me anyway, man. Cancel culture's dead, and I'm just a very small show at this point, you know. But if I get big, no one better bring this up, dude. Gunn, better known for being meticulous with CGI and special effects, and surprisingly taking his time to get everything right. Back in October, he addressed the highly anticipated trailer, mentioning that he was still working on it, as fans kept asking when it would finally drop. He also mentioned that there was an assembly cut of the movie, which just backs this idea up. So the dude, I think we're too demanding, man, and I think he's done this to himself, because, for example, sorry, let me just adjust the seat because, oh my god, it's really hurting my ass, man. Shit. Hey, butterflies, man. That's nice. He's done this, as I said, he's done this to himself, basically, man. He always posts about when things are being done or when things are done and all of that. And for the fact that he is the one who probably edits the trailer himself. I have a feeling that's what happens. Like, he's not even done with the film. Like, he's not even done the editing of the movie itself. So I'm gonna guess probably very little to no special effects are done in this movie, and in terms of CG and color grading, all of these things, they're probably not even finished, man. So yeah, and he's been working on this thing. Preach Commanders, he's greenlighting shows left and right, meaning he's probably reading scripts. I think he's still shooting Peacemaker season 2. So this dude he's got a lot on his plate, and I actually hope that doesn't affect the product badly, you know. Okay, Comic-Con Expo in Brazil, set for December 58, might have something big in store. Comic conventions are known for bringing exciting news to fans, and Superman shouldn't be an exception, especially since Gunn had previously responded to a fan's question about whether the movie's teaser or trailer would be out before the end of the year. Following this logic, it seems pretty likely that a preview of the film could debut at the event. It's worth noting that Gunn did mention Brazil was significant, but he recently confirmed he won't be able to attend Comic-Con XP due to scheduling conflicts, and now all that's left is to manage excitement and wait to see what comes next. If I was James Gunn, I'd just drop it on Twitter, man, because, hey, internet is faster than legacy media. The new Superman movie written and directed by Gunn himself will center on a young Clark Kent. It will explore his early days in Metropolis, navigating his career as a reporter while also balancing his Kryptonian roots with his human upbringing. However, the film won't focus on the character's origins, meaning fans won't see Krypton or the Kent family's discoveries of Clark. Okay, man. It's still an origin film, no matter what you want to say. But anyway, man. Superman is set to hit theaters in July 2025 or August 2025. I don't know who you want to believe, but James Gunn is very meticulous in his work. So probably won't be any reshoots. And yeah, reshoots or no reshoots, I just hope that it's a good product, man. And that's me for DC film news for today. And I just hope that, everybody's good, man. Be good to yourself, love your people, love your health, love your wealth, work on everything, hustle, man. Sometimes you can't sit back. Sometimes it's good to sit back, relax, gather all your energy back, but then you have to use it twice as hard. You know what I'm saying, man? So yeah, get at it, man. Get at it. And all I can say is that like and subscribe, like the videos. Thank you for watching the videos. And yeah, man, that's me. That's Tips. And I'm out. Probably won't be doing another stream today. Oh, am I getting another rush? Fuck. Yes, that's me, people. Goodbye.